Hi, hey, how are we going? So today is going to be another quick little live stream because I've got a lot to do today. But I wanted to talk about jealousy. I've never talked about this before since I started House of Brazen, but I think it's necessary because it happens. Like, we get jealous of other people or envious of what they get, especially when they manifest something that you want. And if we're obviously going to use an example, it's when they manifest money, or they have a massive launch, or I don't know, they inherit money, or they win the lotto or something, and we feel those feelings of jealousy, like, what about me? Why can't I have that? When is it going to be my turn? I've been doing the work, I've been showing up every day. Why am I not manifesting what I want? And so, it's normal. That's the first thing you need to know. It's super normal to feel jealous about these things. And I've got 3 little tips on what you can do to work through that, because as always, it's always about working through it, right? Not letting it consume you and then living the vibration of jealousy all the time and then manifesting more situations that trigger you like that. We don't want that. So the first thing is, you don't know what it means, what manifesting that thing means to someone, right? I think I have something in my teeth. Sorry. We don't really know what it means for someone to manifest something that we want, right? So it could mean many things. It could mean that that person just has no resistance to manifesting that. They could have put in a lot of effort into manifesting that. They could have done a lot of energy work into get what they wanted. They could have manifested something that wasn't actually right for them. So I'll use a couple of examples. Say you really want a relationship, and then your best friend goes and manifests a relationship, and you're like, I wanted that. But say she manifested a relationship that's subpar or superficial or not exactly what she wants. Or say that you know a couple who got pregnant and you have been wanting to get pregnant with your partner, and you're so jealous because they got pregnant, but you don't know that they've been trying for years and years and years with no success whatsoever, and this is a complete blessing to them. So that's one thing you need to look at. You don't really know what it means to them. And an example for me, a personal example, when I was a kid, I used to have this friend who she was from a wealthy family. Her parents were very wealthy, and she literally got everything she wanted. Everything. I was so jealous of her. She had all the cool things. I don't know if we had these in New Zealand. I don't know if they were actually things that the rest of the world had, but she would get everything new before anyone else could get it. Tearaway pants. Do you remember them? She always had them first. When platform shoes came in, when the Spice Girls were popular, she got the brand new ones that none of the kids had yet. She always had the new sky dancers. You remember them? You did pull them and they'd flap in the air. She had 10, and I just wanted one. She got everything. She got new snow gear. Her parents would on the weekend go out on their boat on the lake, and they'd go sea biscuiting or lake biscuiting. Would you call it that? I don't know what it is. But yeah, I was just so freaking jealous. But as I grew older, I realized that she got everything because her parents didn't really care about her. She was an afterthought. Or, that's probably not the right thing to say, but her parents didn't make her a priority. They were always putting their needs and their business and their agenda first above her. She always had a nanny. Hey Kim. There was always other people looking after her, not her parents. So even though as a kid I couldn't have cared less, because I was bitch, she got a sky dancer, another one, and I don't even have one. She got a new Barbie. But I knew it, I knew it on a subconscious level. And then when I was older and I looked back, I was oh my God, I wouldn't trade what I got for anything, because not having a family that puts you first, that makes you a priority, is awful. Getting stuff instead of love, that sucks, right? So you cannot know for sure what something means to someone from that point of jealousy. So if that's a little tip that helps, then that's great. The second tip I would have is use your jealousy as inspiration, as a positive evidence. So a lot of the times when we get jealous of people, it's just showing us that there's something there that we want. You know, if you see someone, maybe you both are entrepreneurs and you both sort of started off at the same time, but you see your friend, she seems to be like accelerating a lot quicker than you are, or she's getting recognized more publicly than you are, and you're like, but we started at the same time, like how are you way ahead of me now? That can be inspiration. That can be a clue in telling you what you want. And then what I mean is by using it as positive evidence is that you've seen someone you know achieve it. Therefore, it's 100% easy for you to achieve too. You know it's possible for you too. It's not like this elusive thing that you might not be able to create. It's something that you can actually achieve. And another example is, say, like, about using positive evidence, like evidence is a positive thing. You see a lot of people when they win the lotto, right? You see big lottery winners, and you hear the horror stories of how their life just turns to crap once it happens. Their family, like, gets split up completely, like they get nasty, they fight over everything. I've heard of like people throwing themselves in front of the lottery winners' cars just to be able to sue them to get like a piece of their money. Like, that's a example of a negative thing, of form of evidence, right? So imagine if you knew someone who won the lotto and it was a big sum of money, who created really amazing positive things out of it. Maybe they this happened in New Zealand. A family up north won, I think, like $30 million in the lotto, and they lived in a small town, and they bought like a new ambulance. They paid for a new ambulance for the medical center up there because they didn't have one. Like, that's amazing. That shows me that positive things can come out of winning the lotto. Not everyone is going to be after you, but you can make a difference, like if you have a large sum of money. So that's good positive evidence that I can use if I felt jealous about them winning, right? Because that's an amazing thing to do. So that's also another tip. There's a comment here from Andrea. Hi Andrea, how you doing? We're gonna decide to really give message. Yes. Oh, I'm so excited you're here, Andrea. Lovely to have you. If you haven't watched the other lives, definitely watch them. They're full of lots of like interesting, juicy bits that can definitely help you. Okay, and then last but not least, with your jealousy, should I say jealousy or envy? Remember, we all have it. It's normal. It's totally normal. You can then take all that information, realizing that that's what you want for yourself too, and turn it into energy of you getting into the vibe of having what you want, right? So imagine yourself achieving that. Imagine yourself getting the recognition for what you want to be recognized for in your industry. Imagine yourself making the $2,000 sales every single day. Imagine yourself having the $100,000 launch. Feel those feelings of what it feels like. And hey, if you know the person personally who has achieved the thing that you want, reach out to them, ask them about it. Be like, hey, what does it feel like? Like, can you give me some little tips on what I can do to embody those same things in myself? Or maybe there's a strategy you need to learn or want to learn. But get into the vibe of having that too, because as we all know, we are not people who go without. The universe provides, always. Everyone can have what they want. The universe has your back. You're not alone. You are a divine child of the universe, or whatever you believe in. It is your birthright to have everything that you want. You are not someone who goes without. It is impossible for you to go without. We don't think in that lack mentality anymore. We are not people like that. We are abundant people, and we can have what we want, and it gets to be easy, and it gets to be fun, and we get to take all these like somewhat negative experiences or things that trigger us. We get to take them and transform them into positive, abundant desires that we want. We can transform that. That's the power that we have. We don't have to continuously live in that jealous, envious, negative, lack mindset state. We can choose to take it and regenerate it into something positive, something abundant, where we get wealthy too. We get it too. Got another comment from Kim. This is cool. You're commenting while I'm live. Okay, was about to say, it's how you process and deal with it that makes the difference. Feel the feelings, but stop yourself and change your thoughts about it. Yeah, use it. Transform all those negative blah feelings into something positive. Just regenerate it. You don't have to like stay there, right? You can feel it. You, of course, feel it. Feel your feelings. Feel jealous. Feel envious. Realize that it's something you want to, obviously, because you wouldn't care about it if you didn't. And then transform that into, actually, I can have it too. Let me see how I can make this happen. Let me get into the vibe of what that is. Let me feel the feelings of what it's like to have a multiple $1,000,000 business, right? Let me feel those feelings now. So, if you have any questions, let me know, since some of you are on, which is really cool. Otherwise, I will hop off. Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, that's what came through today. But yeah, we've like, it's a normal thing that we feel, like feeling jealous. Like there was this, she was my friend like years ago, and we, like, it was in the days that I wanted to be an actor. An actor. And we both had the same agent, but she kept getting like auditions over and over and over and over and over. And I was like, what the fuck? Like we're at the same level. Why is she getting more auditions than me? And I was so jealous. And then she started booking roles, and I was like, are you kidding me? And she got this huge role on this like new television series here in New Zealand a few years ago, and I was just like, wow, this sucks. Like, how did this happen? But then I thought about it, and I was like, well, hold on. She was like looked completely different to me. She wasn't, we didn't look the same. So she looked like a very specific type for a very specific role, which she obviously filled for that. And at the time it was showing me, yeah, I obviously wanted that too. But around the same time, I also learned or realized that there were other things I was more passionate about, like blogging. And it helped me realize that although I wanted that, what I wanted more was being recognized for something. I wanted to be known for something, but that wasn't 100% it. And like I went through other things as well, because I was like, it seems silly it seems unreliable to rely on someone else to pay you, right? Like to rely on getting an audition, and then you've got to perform well and then book the role, and then you get paid. Like someone has to tell you you're good enough to be paid. And I was like, this is really funky. Like I don't think I agree with this anymore. And so that's when I started moving into blogging, and we're like learning about online business and that. And so here we are. And now I'm very, very happy that I didn't book roles, that I didn't get on like a big national TV thing that took me off in a different direction. I'm very, very happy about that. So blessings in disguise, right? We can transfer it, regenerate it into anything. So that's me for today. Thank you so much for joining me. It's nice to see you guys on here. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask me, message me, pop in the comments below. Or if you have any feedback about today's video, you know what to do. And of course, everything happens for a reason, trust the universe. 100% Kim, 100%. The universe has our backs. We are not alone. It's not us versus the world. We are heavily supported. We are deeply supported and safe and protected by the universe. And if we tap into that energy, if we live in that energy every day, the things that happen, the things that start changing in your life, how you feel and how it starts like showing back to you, it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay, so yes, once again, if you got value out of today's video, I would love it if you could share it with your friends. Oh, hey Beverly, how are you doing? This is so cool, everyone's hopping on. Yeah, if you got value out of this video, I would love it if you could share it with your friends. And otherwise, I will see you tomorrow. Oh, this dog's barking. Okay, bye.